there's a couple steps that are really important in kind of building on, the earlier thoughts about, how to implement a chatbot with an LM. And especially thinking about some of the more technically um, kind of important data aspects, that show up in healthcare, finance, some of the other things. So one, it is indeed, getting your use cases defined that you're going to try to serve. What that lets you do then is look at the data that's needed in the applications. And, like in healthcare, you can then identify, where you're going to have PHI data management that's needed. And then that also lets you consider, what kind of data support that you're going to need. In some cases, it's going to be the vector database so that you can, put the type of content that you want to reply with and prompt with there and use that together. Then it lets you evaluate the guardrails that are needed because now you understand what data you're going to need to work with. And it also lets you understand, looking at the flow and the context, where you're going to need kind of memory or the ability to span context, across the conversation. And that lets you then, choose the right agentic framework and design in detailed logging and traceability, as you go through there. So, and finally, it's kind of seeing the whole thing together, and the use cases let you look at when you're going to need escalation paths to the humans and humans in the loop as well.